April, April, April. Proper noun, the fourth month of the Gregorian calendar, abbreviation April. Clearly, clearly, clearly. Adverb, in a clear manner. Corner, corner, corner. Noun, the place of intersection of two streets or roads. Create, create, create. Verb, to bring into existence, make out of nothing, and for the first time. Credit, credit, credit. Noun, the balance in a person's favor in an account, also an amount or limit to the extent of which a person may receive goods or money for payment in the future. Crown, crown, crown. Noun, a royal or imperial headdress or cap of sovereignty worn by monarchs and usually made of precious metals and adorned with precious stones. Doctor, doctor, doctor. Noun, one skilled or specializing in healing arts. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Plural. Noun, the specialized part of an angiospermous plant that occurs singly or in clusters, possesses whorls of often colorful petals or sepals, and bears the reproductive structures such as stamens or pistils involved in the development of seeds and fruit blossoms. Front, front, front. Adjective, of or relating to the front or forward part, situated in front. Glue, glue, glue. Noun, a hard protein substance that absorbs water to form a jelly or a viscous solution with strong adhesive properties that is obtained like gelatin by cooking down materials as hides, bones yielding collagen, and is usually considered to contain gelatin along with other products and is used for sticking together relatively heavy materials as wood. Grand, grand, grand. Adjective, having more importance than others, preeminent, foremost, chief. Letter, letter, letter. Noun, a conventional symbol usually written or printed representing alone or in combination a simple or compound speech sound, constituting one of the units of an alphabet, and often including the Arabic numbers. May, May, May. Noun, the fifth month of the Gregorian calendar. Mile, mile, mile. Noun, any of various units of distance derived from an ancient Roman unit equal to 1620 English yards or 1482 meters. Mother, mother, mother. Noun, a woman who has given birth to a child, a female parent. Music, music, music. Noun, the science or art of incorporating pleasing, expressive, or intelligible combinations of vocal or instrumental tones into a composition having definite structure and continuity. Park, park, park. Noun, a tract of land maintained by a city or town as a place of beauty or public recreation. Plunger, plunger, plunger. Noun, a device, piece of equipment, or apparatus that functions by plunging or is used in the plunging of something, such as a rubber suction cup attached to a wooden handle and used to free plumbing traps and waste outlets of minor obstructions. Present, present, present. Adjective, being in one place and not elsewhere, being within reach, sight, or call, or within contemplated limits, being in view or at hand, being before, beside, with, or in the same place as someone or something. Rude, rude, rude. Adjective, lacking refinement or delicacy. Scan, scan, scan. Verb, to analyze verse so as to exhibit rhythmic and especially metrical structure. Second, second, second. Adjective, being number two in a countable series. Solve, solve, solve. Verb, to find an answer, solution, explanation, or remedy for arrive at a clear, definite, and satisfying answer to the difficult, obscure, or urgent. Spark, spark, spark. Noun, a small particle of a burning substance thrown out by a body in combustion or remaining when combustion is nearly completed. State, state, state. Noun, a body of people permanently occupying a definite territory and politically organized under a sovereign government, almost entirely free from external control and possessing coercive power to maintain order within the community. Tubes, tubes, tubes. Plural. Noun, a hollow, elongated, usually cylindrical body that is used especially to convey fluids and is mechanically nearly or precisely the same as a pipe, but in use is arbitrarily associated with particular items and devices. Vase, vase, vase. Noun, a vessel that is usually rounded and of greater depth than width, is commonly decorative, and is used chiefly for ornament or for flowers, though also adapted for various domestic purposes and used anciently in religious rites. Able, able, able. Adjective, possessed of needed powers such as intelligence or strength, or of needed resources such as means or influence to accomplish an objective. Again, again, again. Adverb, another time, once more. Angry 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 adjective feeling some degree of anger showing vexation or hot resentment wrathful, irate. Anybody 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 pronoun a person out of an indefinite number any person anyone. Back 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 noun the rear part of the human body extending from the neck to the end of the spine, especially the portion from shoulder to waist. Barely 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 adverb by the narrowest margin. Bedroom 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 noun a room furnished with a bed or intended primarily for sleeping. Bike 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 noun bicycle. Blank 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 adjective devoid of interest or event, of variety or change, or of affections or hopes. Block 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 noun a compact usually solid piece of substantial material such as wood, stone, or metal. Bow 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 verb to bend the head or the body or the knee as an expression of reverence, submission, or shame. Brain 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 noun the portion of the vertebrate central nervous system that constitutes the organ of thought and neural coordination, including all the higher nervous centers, receiving impulses from the sense organs, and interpreting and correlating these with stored impressions to formulate the motor impulses that ultimately control all vital activities. That is made up of neurons and their processes organized into layers and nuclei of gray matter and tracts, decussations, and fasciculi of white matter together with various supporting and nutritive structures, and that is enclosed within the skull, being continuous with the spinal cord through the foramen magnum and with the cranial nerves through various other openings. Branch 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 noun a stem growing from the trunk or from a limb of a tree specifically a shoot or secondary stem growing from the main stem. Brave 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 adjective resolute in facing odds able to meet danger or endure pain or hardship without giving in to fear. Bride 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 noun a woman newly married or about to be married. Bright 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 adjective marked by shining or radiating light pervaded by, shedding, or reflecting a relatively great amount of light shining, luminous. Broken 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 adjective violently separated into parts in a state resulting from breaking in fragments shattered. Bursting 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 present tense verb to pass from one place to another especially with great vigor against obstacles or on release from some restraint. Chin 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 noun the lower portion of the face lying below the lower lip and including the prominence of the lower jaw and the overlying soft tissues. Climb 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 verb to go upwards, rise, or raise oneself especially by grasping or clutching with the hands. Cloth 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 noun something made by weaving, felting, knitting, knotting, bonding, or crocheting natural or synthetic fibers and filaments and used in variations of texture, finish, weight, width for clothing, upholstery, rugs, and industrial purposes or treated so that it will serve a special purpose as made semi-rigid for bookbinding. Cluttered 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 adjective to fill or cover with things in disorder or scattered at random or with things that impede movement or action or reduce effectiveness. Coat 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 noun an outer garment as a raincoat usually with long sleeves, a collar, and a single-breasted or double-breasted front opening made of fabric, fur, or plastic and varying in length and style according to fashion and use. Cool 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 adjective moderately cold between tepid and chill lacking in warmth. Dance 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 verb to perform either alone or with others a rhythmic and patterned succession of steps usually to music. Dazzle 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 verb to overcome the vision with light. Deal 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 noun an act of buying or selling an offering of a combination of products at a special price. Dear 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 adjective regarded very affectionately or fondly highly valued or esteemed beloved. Dots 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 plural noun a minute particle of a substance or liquid or a spot of color visible on a surface. Drew 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 past tense verb to produce by or as if by tracing a pen or other instrument of delineation over a surface. Drooped 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 verb to fall, sink, or go down. Edge 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 noun the cutting side of the blade of an instrument. Endless 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 adjective having no end boundless, infinite. Enter 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 verb to go or come into a material place to make a physical entrance or penetration. evening 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 noun the latter part and close of the day and early part of darkness or night. Finally finally adverb after a certain space of time as the last act or occurrence in a series in the end at last eventually. Find verb to come upon accidentally gain the first sight of as something new or unknown. Fireworks plural noun a device for producing a striking display as of light, noise, or smoke by the combustion of explosive or flammable compositions especially for exhibition, signaling, or illumination and typically consisting of a paper case containing combustible material as charcoal, sulfur, or a metal powder, an oxidizing agent as a nitrate or chlorate, and a metal salt as coloring agent if color is desired. Pyrotechnics. First adjective being number 1 in a countable series. Float verb to become buoyed up by a fluid. 4 adjective being one more than 3 in number. Gazed past tense verb to fix the eyes in a steady and intent look with eagerness as in admiration, wonder or with studious attention. Gently adverb in a gentle manner. Give verb to confer the ownership of without receiving a return make a present of. Glasses noun something made wholly or almost wholly of glass such as an optical instrument as a telescope or microscope or device that has one or more lenses and that is designed to aid in the viewing of objects otherwise wholly or partly incapable of being seen by the average eye. Glittery adjective glittering having much glitter. Grid noun grating, gridiron. Gross adjective glaringly noticeable flagrant. Ground noun the surface on which people stand, move, and dwell and on which objects naturally rest. Hair noun a slender thread-like outgrowth of the epidermis of an animal especially one of the usually pigmented filaments that form the characteristic coat of a mammal, contain neither blood vessels nor nerves, and are composed chiefly of elongated and modified epidermal cells covered by a cuticle of flat imbricated cells that produce a rough surface. Hard adjective not easily penetrated, cut, or separated into parts not easily yielding to pressure firm, solid, compact. Heap noun a collection of things laid or thrown on one another pile. His adjective of or relating to him or himself as possessor due to him inherent in him associated or connected with him. Hug noun to press tightly clutch. Join verb to put or bring together and fasten, connect, or relate so as to form a single unit, a whole, or a continuity combine, link. Ladder noun a usually portable structure for use in climbing up or down that consists commonly of two parallel side pieces of wood, metal, or rope joined at short intervals by a series of crosspieces that serve as rests for the feet. Later adverb at some time subsequent to a given time subsequently, afterward. Little adjective not much. Live verb to be alive have the life of an animal or plant. More adjective additional, further. Mound noun an earthwork used as a fortification rampart. Nagged past tense verb to engage is persistent petty fault-finding, scolding, or urging. Name noun a word or sound or a combination of words or sounds by which an individual or a class of individuals as persons or things is regularly known or designated a distinctive and specific appellation. Near adjective not far distant in time, place, or degree. Nest noun the bed, receptacle, or location prepared by a bird for holding its eggs and for hatching and rearing its young. Notebook noun a book in which notes or memoranda are recorded. Oops interjection used typically to express mild apology, surprise, or dismay as when one drops an object or makes a faux pas. Open adjective so arranged as to permit ingress, egress, or passage. Other adjective being the one as of two or more left not being the one as of two or more first mentioned or of primary concern remaining. Overcome, overcome, overcome verb to get the better of, surmount, conquer, subdue. Do. Pat, pat, pat verb a blow especially with the hand or a flat or blunt instrument. Peel, peel, peel verb to strip off the outer layer of pear, decorticate. Point, point, point verb to indicate the position or direction of especially by extending a finger toward the thing so indicated. Pole, pole, pole noun a long comparatively slender, usually cylindrical piece of wood or timber as the stem of a small tree stripped of its branches. Pour, pour, pour verb to cause or allow to flow, emit in a steady stream, diffuse, discharge. Pride, pride, pride noun the quality or state of being proud. Really, really, really adverb in actual fact, in reality, actually. River, river, river noun a natural surface stream of water of considerable volume and permanent or seasonal flow. Roads, roads, roads plural noun an open way or public passage for vehicles, persons, and animals, a track for travel or transportation to and fro, serving as a means of communication between two places, usually having distinguishing names. Roast, roast, roast verb to cook by exposure to radiant heat before a fire or in an oven open toward the fire and having reflecting surfaces within. Rug, rug, rug noun a piece of thick heavy fabric usually with a nap or pile and commonly of wool that is used as a floor covering, is usually woven either in one piece of a definite shape and design or in widths so made as to form a definite design when they are united, and is not intended to cover an entire floor. Scream, scream, scream verb to voice a sudden sharp loud cry. Shall, shall verb used to express a command or exhortation. Shower, shower, shower noun shower, bath. Shutters, shutters, shutters plural noun a usually movable cover or screen for a window or door as to shut out the light or obstruct the view. Sip, sip, sips verb to take into the mouth in small draughts. Sketch, sketch, sketch verb to draw, describe, or outline the chief features of, make a sketch of. Sky, sky, sky noun the expanse of space surrounding the earth, the upper atmosphere. Smaller, smaller, smaller adjective lesser. Snack, snack, snack noun food served or taken informally, usually in small amounts and typically under other circumstances than as a regular meal. Snail, snail, snail noun a freshwater or marine or terrestrial gastropod mollusk, especially when having an external enclosing spiral shell. Snake, snake, snake noun any of numerous oviparous or ovoviviparous scaly limbless reptiles, suborder serpents with a very elongated body that are first known from the Cretaceous and are presumably derived from Lacertilian ancestors, that have the branches of the mandible usually connected in front by an elastic ligament so that the mouth is very distensible, the tongue forked, the tympanum of the ear lacking, the eye permanently covered by a transparent membrane, and one lung usually reduced or absent, that in many forms produce venoms in modified salivary glands, that are usually predaceous in habit, killing their prey by constriction or by injection of venom through hollow or grooved fangs and swallowing it whole, and that are often valuable destroyers of rodents and other vermin. Snap, snap, snap verb to make a snap of the jaws, seize something with a snap of the mouth. Spoon, spoon, spoon noun a usually metal, plastic, or wooden eating or cooking implement consisting of a small oval or round shallow bowl with a handle. Spring, spring, spring noun the season between winter and summer, reckoned astronomically as extending from the March equinox to the June solstice. Stall, stall, stall noun a place where horses or cattle are kept. Steel, steel, steel noun commercial iron that contains carbon in any amount up to about 1.7% as an essential alloying constituent, is malleable when under suitable conditions, is distinguished from cast iron by its malleability and lower carbon content, and when of low carbon content from wrought iron by its freedom from slag and by its method of manufacture, and is now usually produced by refining molten pig iron in a bath that remains completely molten throughout the process. Stew, stew, stew noun food prepared by stewing in liquid such as water or milk, especially a combination of fish or meat, usually with vegetables, prepared in this way. Stood, stood, stood past tense verb past tense of stand. Store, store, store noun a business establishment where goods are kept for retail sale. Stove 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 noun a portable or fixed apparatus that burns fuel or uses electricity to produce heat as for cooking or heating. Subway 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 noun an underground way or gallery such as a usually electric railway built partly or entirely underground and usually for local transit in metropolitan areas. Tape 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 noun a narrow fabric of natural or artificial fibers usually woven singly in plain or twill weaves especially in widths of less than 8 inches and used especially for string, binding especially on clothing and carpets, wicks, and with or without special finishes for medical and industrial purposes. This pronoun the person, thing, or idea that is present or near in place, time, or thought or that has just been mentioned. Thoughts plural noun the action or process of thinking mental concentration on ideas as distinguished from sense perceptions or emotions the arranging of ideas in the mind. Thumbs plural noun the short and thick first or most preaxial digit of the human hand differing from the other fingers in having but 2 phalanges and in having greater freedom of movement and being opposable to the other fingers. Thursday noun the 5th day of the week the day following Wednesday. Tide noun the alternate rising and falling of the surface of the ocean and of gulfs, bays, estuaries, and other water bodies connected with the ocean that occurs twice a day over most of the earth and is caused by the gravitational attraction of the sun and moon occurring unequally on different parts of the earth. Together adverb in or into one place, mass, collection, or group as body, company, or organization. Toss verb to cause to rise and fall throw around. Tug verb to pull hard. Tune noun a musical composition. Wag verb to be in action or motion move, stir. Wake verb to be or continue awake refrain from sleep. Wears present tense verb to bear or have upon the person. Wedding noun the marriage ceremony usually with its accompanying festivities nuptials, espousal. While noun a period of time. Whisper verb to speak softly with little or no vibration of the vocal cords especially with the aim of preserving secrecy. Why adverb or what cause, reason, or purpose on what account to what end wherefore, used to introduce a question in direct or indirect discourse. Wish verb to have a desire for want, crave. Worth preposition having the value of equal in value to. Wow interjection used as an exclamation of pleasure, surprise, or strong feeling. Zip verb to move or act with speed and usually force, vigor, or enthusiasm.